Hello and welcome. We're going to get into another video, and today's video I will showcase a team I had a successful run in the Open Ultra League. As you guys all see, I always tell you that Virizion is a Pokemon that people don't respect enough. And in this team I am running Virizion with double kick because basically, why am I running Virizion? I mean, most of the stuff in the meta are weak to Virizion. I mean, you could say like, oh, Drapion and blah blah blah. Drapion technically does not hit Virizion with super effective because they don't run Sludge. But I do believe there is a guy I play every day and they run Sludge, so I just be like, okay, I know this guy runs Sludge, so I shield it. It destroys Gator, and you can see there is a Regirock on my screen. It destroys it. It destroys Machamp, even though it's a neutral matchup, but that shows how superior of a fighter Virizion is, especially after the nerf to Poliwrath and Annihilate. With the meta now just lacking a good fighter, Virizion's like, hey, I'm a good fighter. I can fight, and I will show you how. The team is basically, I have a triple counters to Feraligatr, because if you guys know, Feraligatr is the most common Pokemon, followed by Shadow Drapion. So we have Virizion, Heliolisk, and Tentacruel. Why do we have Drapion instead of Tentacruel? Because lots of people watch the video, like they just click here and there, and they just like look at the screen, she says Shadow Drapion. So today we're just debating those people. Those people will get baited by the wrong team. Okay, let's just move to the team, and I will be talking about the strategies and how can you maneuver with this team. First lead, Regirock. We destroy this Pokemon in the lead, and they swap into their own Virizion, so I'm just going to go to my Tentacruel. The fast moves were like a bit scuffed, so that's why I did not throw. That's why I threw, I guess. And it was a CMP, so that wasn't a bad play. I should be throwing earlier, to be honest, but I was like, I don't want to CMP them, and I ended up CMPing them again. The thing you don't want to happen is happening. So we were able to win the 0-1 shield. That's kind of impressive, to be honest. So I get to the Scald, but I was like, no, I would like to throw the Acid Spray, but then they didn't shield. But them getting debuffed is good for me. I mean, if I Scalded, I could have just farmed down. But we should be able to live another move, but I think I need to shield here for one simple reason, is that I need to get this thing low. I can't get it low with Virizion. If they no shield, I can just simply Volt Switch them down because they don't get to a move. And now there's Regirock into my Virizion, and that's not a game that they win. Moving to the next game, another good lead with Virizion. They swap into Malamar. If they swap into Malamar, always throw the Leaf Blade. Why Leaf Blade over Sacred Fire? Leaf Blade does 10 more damage. So we're just gonna throw a move and then swap out. I don't want to go to Heliolisk because Heliolisk is not a tanky Pokemon. And technically, I am giving them a good matchup here, but to be honest, I don't care about Tentacruel at this point. All I care about is, I don't care even about winning the switch. So if they shield it, I'm just going to farm them down with Heliolisk. So now you can see me, I'm just going to go Heliolisk, and I will KO them with 3 Voltage Switches. That was a massive good timing by them. And like that's very impressive, because if you play Malamar, you just can't see anything, if you know. So the reason I did not fight for the swap, because I have 2 hard answers to Feraligatr. I'm not going to bait because I'm expecting them to no shield, and bye-bye Feraligatr. I know that you have another Pokemon weak to this. Next game, we have, oh my, we have a Pangoro in the lead. They swap to Drifblim. I instantly swap to Heliolisk. Heliolisk can live 2 Icy Winds, so here you do 1 then throw. Because if you do 2, they will get to a second move before you. So just do 1 then throw, and then farm them down. They should bring the Pangoro back. I didn't want to boost my defense because I want this Pokemon to die. But since now I'm already dead, like technically I'm 1 fast move away, I can just throw the Parabolic Charge, and they went to their own Tentacruel. So what's the play here? I'm just going to mirror their Tentacruel with mine, and we're just hoping that the debuff will be balanced. Okay, they threw the Acid Spray. I'm just gonna spray back. I could have Scalded here, but to be honest, I would rather just match the debuff. I don't want to end up losing this matchup like horribly because of a debuff situation. Virizion isn't bad into Tentacruel because technically the charge moves are not super effective. It's just the fast move. And here, that was a great catch by them, to be honest. I undercharged because that was a catch, so I have to end it charge. So now what's the play? The play is basically I need to throw in good timing. Timing here is, since it's a 3 turn against 2 turn, is 1-3-5. I'm going to shield everything. Acid spray is a bad move, but it does lots of damage. So I'm just going to shield everything and swap to clear the debuff whenever I can. Now, all I need is 2 charge moves. So charge move number 1, and all I need is 2 more double kicks. If I were them, okay, we get the catch. I was like, if we get the catch, we just simply win. And we get the catch, we go back to Virizion, we do 2 fast moves, and Virizion knocks out a Tentacruel. See, like, Tentacruel is not a reliable answer to Virizion as long as you can clear the Acid Spray debuff. Horrible, horrible lead. I think this is the game where my opponent is running triple counters to Virizion, and I will show you that's not enough to beat the Virizion. So we're just going to go to Heliolisk and bait out whatever they have in the back. So they brought in the Licky Licky. I'm not going to shield, to be honest. What's that? What did they do? Did they forget that Heliolisk is part normal? Oh my. I'm just going to insta-throw here, to be honest, because... ah, man. That's so tanky. That Pokemon is so tanky. I'm trying to flip switch here, but I think they can just simply shield, and they did shield. We get the attack fell, so we can just... and we got denied, man. We got denied. This is bad. Okay, they bring in that, we bring in this, and now it's Tentacles into Feraligatr. This is not as bad of a matchup as you may think, as long as they don't have Crunch and they don't get the Crunch debuff. They have a Crunch, so it's kind of bad, but they didn't get the Crunch debuff. So I'm just going to spray them and spray again. We're not going to shield. Why? They aren't that much of a... They don't have that much health on the Clefable, so I can save my Tenta, and they were trying to catch here, and we get the Acid Spray. This Acid Spray will help a lot. So we're just going to swap, throw this move, and remember that they are debuffed. So this Leaf Blade is going to do so much damage. And Virizion taking out the Clefable, saying bye-bye, nice counter. Next game, Guzzlord, we win this, we destroy this. They swap into Golisopod, and the thing about Golisopod is that we destroy Golisopod. We don't care about Golisopod. We're not going to shield. We can just do one and then nuke it. I don't expect them to shield, because this is just a bad matchup for them. And they did not shield. They brought in the Guzzlord, so we're going to do 2 then throw. Timing here, 4 against 3 is 2 then throw. And if they no shield, we're going to do 2 more and then throw. We do get to the second breaking swap. I think they should be shielding it. They don't have health at this point. So it's going to come to the last Pokemon, and it's a Talonflame. So all I need to do is just no shield the first move and win the game, which would happen. They left. They were like, okay, we don't win this game. And that was a nice 5-0. I think I had an overall like 12-3 with this team. Like 5-0, 4-1, 4-1 or something. Because... after I switched my phone to iPhone, now I lag much less. If you're using Android, to be honest, I feel you. I tanked to 2200 MMR. That's how bad playing on Android right now is. And now I am back to 2670, I'm assuming, as far as I remember correctly. But yeah, playing on Android is just massive. It's just so bad. Like at one point, I was debating quitting the game. And then I found out that my wife had like an old iPhone 10 from 2016. Like literally 8 years old iPhone is playing the game better than this current year Android. Is it like... it's literally because Niantic is bad at coding. That's what I'm telling you, by the way. It's not because iPhone is better. No, iPhone is not better than Android. Most of the Android phones are like much better technology. It's just they coded the game for iPhone and they were like, okay. And then like they were trying to adapt the game for Android. So, Niantic, man. And here we are just going to... dude, I called that the opponent here is going to have a Feraligatr, so that's why I kept saving the shields, because I want them to feel bad about saving 2 shields for Feraligatr, because that's Heliolisk's job. Heliolisk has one job, which is baiting, destroying the Feraligatr. So in this matchup, I usually just stay in because they don't run Sludge, and I think this is the guy that actually runs Sludge. Yeah, that's the guy with the Sludge. I'm going through the second Sacred Sword. If they don't have a Sludge, I destroy them in this matchup. I literally destroy them. And here comes the Virizion. I don't think I win this matchup, so I'm just going to no shield and leave, I think. Them having a Sludge just won them the game. Okay, let's not top left. Let's not talk about leaving. Okay, let's have some positivity here and try to poison jab them all the way down and see what's their third Pokemon. Because if my third beats their third, we have a chance. I should have waited the clock. I did not. So if I waited the clock, I would have had a chance. And there is a Drifloon in the back. We don't win. This is just an extreme hard counter game. And we have no chance into winning this game. Moving into the next one. Usually, if you play into Drapion lead, just throw a Sacred Fire, a Sacred Sword, tank a Crunch, and then swap out. That's what I recommend. Machamp in the lead. Virizion wins this matchup because it's simply the best fighter. In this matchup, you throw Leaf Blade, it does 10 more damage. Keep that in mind. See how much it does? So what do we do now? We just no shield. I think I should be catching the next move, but I think I did not shield here, and I'm like, I ended up losing this game, I think, because opponent was just so weak to Virizion in the back, and I just did not... Okay, no. Yeah, this is the guy. Opponent, and I did not... I did not respect that. Now... We have some queue time at 2600. Yeah, I've recovered a lot, okay? From 2200 to 2600 in 2 days. That's like 2 days of battling. Let's just say that. 2 days of battling. That's like a good recovery. So, Moltres in the lead. You simply shield here, because if you shield the Brave Bird, you win the game. And they bring in the Drapion now. And I always recommend chipping the Drapion because it's just so annoying to handle. I'm just going to insta-throw here, and I know it's bad timing, but I want to swap out and force them to shield. They did not shield. I can jab them all the way down. And we saved the Heliolisk for the Galarian Moltres. We don't need to shield this as well. They can get to as many moves as we can. Even if they get to the move, I am not going to shield. They bring in the Tentacle. So all I'm going to do is just debuff them as much as I can. And then now we try... Okay, we got the Acid Spray debuff, and now let's just fish for a debuff from Scald and then swap out. I expected the opponent to catch here, but they didn't, so I'm just going to throw the Leaf Blade. And my play now is simply just Heliolisk them down, okay? So Scald doesn't do it. I think they catch now, so that was a good catch on their end. But I feel like this will actually hurt them more than benefit them, because now they are in farm down range. So they are 3, 4, 5... 6, 7. I think they had one residual, but I don't need to shield the Brave Bird. Remember that Brave Bird is not is resisted. So here I'm just going to throw the Parabolic to boost my defense, and the boosting the defense helped me to get to the next move with 1 HP. So that's why Heliolisk is actually nice to have. I know that Parabolic doesn't do that much damage. Now we're playing Grant, and they are leading. They are leading a Bagon, and it's Bite, Rebozo. Okay, we have a Dragon Breath, Dragon onto Dragon is super effective, but we have the better move. They brought in Iron Tail Dragonair, which is also bad. They tried to call a bait, but you can't call a bait when it's a nuke. And they have Steel Wing Dragonite. They have all the wrong moves. I think Team Grunt also lacking the TMs. It's not just us that not have enough TMs. Yeah, you can see that literally Grunt is literally using the wrong moveset. That's because they also don't have TMs. So it's not just us, guys. Everyone in this game lacks TMs, including Team Rockets. I do believe that Giovanni is the only one who has TMs nowadays. That was a bad IV, and that was the last game. I hope you guys enjoyed this team. And if you're using it, if you're using this team, best of luck. And please let me know what team are you using in the Go Battle League, just so I can have a an overview of what my viewers are doing and how they are doing. And like, if you have a good team or you don't, or like, is this the reason you're watching? Like, you need a good team, or you have a good team but you're just scouting for different teams. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next video. And it will be a fun video, the next one. I mean, this one is a very meta video. The next one will be a fun team to use. Yeah, and peace.